Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Welcome to the 2019 Missoula Maverick Memorial Day Tournament Championship game. The Missoula Mavericks taking on the Vauxhall Jets in the championship game. Vauxhall coming in perfect at 4-0. The Mavericks 3-1. The only loss for the Mavericks is to the Vauxhall Jets. Lineups being introduced on the field right now as we speak. And field still being put together as we speak. We'll have national anthem here in a moment, I believe, and then we will go to our starting lineups. Mavericks getting the win over Great Falls to get us here. We're going to have our national anthem. We'll step aside. We'll be back right after this with First Pitch. You're listening to Mavericks Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We are about ready to set to go for the championship game for the 2019 Maverick Memorial Day Tournament. Our starting lineups with the Mavericks as the home team. So we'll take a look at the Jets first. Leading things off will be number 16, Johnny Volcano, the shortstop. Number 8, Dayton Peters, the right fielder, will bat second. Batting third is number 17, Max Grant. He'll hold down third base. Number 3, Shane Campbell, the catcher, will bat fourth. Batting fifth is number 53, Carlin Dick, the first baseman. It is Jackson Clement batting sixth. Number 5, he's in left field. In center field, it's Evan O'Toole, number 27, batting seventh. Batting eighth is number 23, Josh Mullaney, the designated hitter, and the second baseman, Logan Dominski, to round things out. Dane Frazier on the mound for the Mavericks, and Chase Florendine for Vauxhall. For the Mavericks, leading things off will be Bridger Johnson hanging out in right field. It's Dane Frazier on the mound, number 7, batting second. Number 13, Terad Richardson behind the plate, catching. Batting fourth is number 5, Drew Stensrud, holding down first base. It's Sam Busey in left field, number 16. He bats fifth. Batting sixth is the center fielder, Brendan Hill. He's number 3. Thomas Martin will hold down second base, number 8. He's batting seventh. Batting eighth is Caden Heydrich, number 11, the left fielder. And Dayton Bay is your shortstop. So we get ready for our first pitch of the championship game between the Mavericks and the Vauxhall Jets, with Dane Frazier on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And this is a rematch of the opening game between the Mavericks, and they're having to shut the gate down the third base line after the Gator left. So Busey will shut that gate, and we'll get ready for play. Our plate umpire, Mike Hughes, and Darren Badeau in the field. Here's the pitch by Frazier, and the first pitch is at 6:12. Game time temp is 60 degrees with a wind out of the west at 8 miles an hour. Florendine.
Not Florendine.
Thank you. So it's Florendine on the mound as we get a 1-1 count to Volcano. So it is Chase Florendine for Vauxhall. Here's the 1-1 by Frazier, and a swing for strike 2. Now in the opening game, Vauxhall would do it in 5 innings, 12 runs off of 13 hits. They would not allow any runs by the Mavericks, but 1 hit. Here's the pitch by Frazier, and that's going to be a strikeout to start the game. So Volcano will go down with the strikeout, taking us to Dayton Peters. Peters will step in. Now, Volcano would lead off on Friday night, and Peters would be number 2 in the box on the order. Here's Frazier delivering the first pitch to Peters, and it'll be over the plate for strike 1. Vauxhall, 4-0 on the tournament. 3 of their 4 games would be 8-run rule games within 5. As this one's fouled onto the picnic area for strike 2. It wasn't until this afternoon when they played Coeur d'Alene that Vauxhall would be stretched out to the full 7 innings on the tournament. Here's the pitch, and a check swing will be ball 1. So 1-2 on the count. And Coeur d'Alene would be the first team to put a hit on the board against Vauxhall. So the Mavericks looking to see if they can capitalize off of that. Here's the 1-2, and Frazier goes outside. Trad Richardson, our catcher, keeps it in front of him, and we're 2-2 on the count. 1 out, nobody on. Peters now sets back in the box, and here's the pitch, and this one's going to be hit shallow, and Martin gloves it up for out number 2. Takes us to Max Grant, the third baseman, with 2 outs and nobody on. And actually, Coeur d'Alene would be the first team to have Vauxhall go 3 and out to open up the game. Against the Mavericks on Friday night, it would be the full order before 3 were out. And this one's going to be bounced out. Here's Martin on the run. Stensrud at first, and Martin will bobble the ball, and the runner will reach off the air. Taking us to Shane Campbell. So with 2 outs, there'll be a runner at first for the Mavericks. For the Jets, I apologize, with Shane Campbell, the catcher, at the plate. Frazier with the stretch and set. And Frazier drops it in low for ball 1 with a groan from the crowd.
Hey, get him. Get him if he goes.
We've got some of the B players from the Mavericks. Maybe it's the A players coming over from the tournament at Lindbergh Craig Field as Frazier will deliver strike 1. 1-1 on the count. I've seen some Bitterroot Bucks players in the building as well as Bitterroot Red Sox players or fans. Here's the 1-1, and this one's going to be rocketed. Martin will glove this one. He's going to toss it to the shortstop, and that will be the side. So the Mavericks will have it 1, 2, 3, 4 against Vauxhall. Mavericks get the bat right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the first inning with the Missoula Mavericks and the Vauxhall Jets playing in the championship game for the 2019 Memorial Day tournament. Vauxhall a perfect 4-0 on the tournament. Mavericks 3-1. And on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound, it is Chase Florendine. And this is the first time we've seen action from Florendine. Look and see from the other night, and we did not, Florendine not in. So this is the first action we've seen from him at all this weekend. For the Mavericks, it's going to be Bridger Johnson leading off, Dane Frazier on deck, and Trad Richardson in the hole. And Johnson will come to the plate. The Mavericks played their way into this game, taking down Great Falls in the game just before this one. The only loss for the Mavericks on the weekend is against these Jets, and it was an opening loss as Johnson will bounce this one out. Shortstop with a good play, the throw to first, and that's one away. 1 pitch, 1 out to start for Florendine. Takes us to Dane Frazier pitching for the Mavericks, and Mavericks would face Mako on Friday night, and that young man was very impressive. And it's outside for ball 1 to Frazier. Frazier would go 1 for 2 against Vauxhall on Friday night, batting in the number 2 spot. Here's the pitch by Florentine, and this one's bounced right out to him. He's going to have the throw, and that will be out number 2.
That's it, Dane.
Brings us to Trad Richardson, the catcher.
Hey, be aggressive.
And Richardson,
Hey, aggressive.
very impressive for the Mavericks this year. His on-base percentage is .442. As Florentine will deliver and Richardson will foul it off for strike 1. .22 RBIs for Richardson as this pitch gets away from the catcher, Shane Campbell. 1-1. Drew Stensrud in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch, and it's back outside for ball 2. And Vauxhall throwing, from what I've seen, their top pitcher against the Mavericks on Friday night to get the shutout. 1 hit. Here's the stretch. And Richardson's going to bounce this one out. Second baseman will have it on the French. The throw to first is on the bounce, and that is 3 up, 3 down as Richardson cannot beat the ball to the bag. Top of the second coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the second inning, scoreless on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard with the championship game between the Missoula Mavericks and the Vauxhall Jets. Championship game for the 2019 Maverick Memorial Day Tournament. And leading off the inning for Vauxhall will be Carlin Dick, the first baseman. So 5, 6, 7 batters scheduled on the inning for Vauxhall. And Carlin Dick has been extremely impressive this weekend. As Dick will settle in and the pitch is on its way. This one's over the plate for strike 1 by Frazier. Dane Frazier on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Frazier with the pitch. And Dick will have this one into center field to load up on the bases. And that is the first hit of the game for either team. Takes us to Jackson Clement with 1 on and no outs, and here's Richardson to signal the field in front of the plate. Clement 1 for 4 with an RBI against the Mavericks on Friday night. Frazier will check him, and now the pitch. And a rocket foul down the third base line. It's going to come down in the grassy seating area down the third base line for strike one. Tournament covering both AA and A level baseball. AA being played over here at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park, which is the home of the Missoula Osprey Pioneer League team. Frazier now delivers the 0-1. And the runner's going to go. It's over the plate for a strike, and there is a stolen base.
Let's go.
We get strike two off the stolen base by Carlin Dick. So Clement will settle back in, and Frazier wants Richardson to come out. And I don't think Richardson saw the motion for the runner. Otherwise, he's usually ratcheted up and tossing that one out there. Richardson accurate from that catcher position. He holds down third base on a regular basis for the Mavericks, but his natural position is the catcher position. As we get back into play, 0-2 on the count. Frazier leans in and Richardson delivers the pitch. And we're upstairs for ball one. Frazier coming in last year, started out as one of the top three pitchers for the Mavericks, but a elbow injury in Bozeman would sideline him for a little while, and then he'd come in as the DH for a little while through the season. Here's the pitch, and this one's fouled down the line to stay at 1-2. So Clement steps back in with a runner at second. Here's the pitch by Frazier, and this one's off the grips, foul. Hydro's trying to get to it, but it's going to land in the bullpen area out of reach, and we stay at 1-2. Clement earlier today against Coeur d'Alene would go 2 for 4 with 2 runs and a walk. Playing in left field in both games. Frazier now with the pitch. And a swing for strike 3, and that's one away. Frazier able to take down 2 batters on the strike in the first 2 innings. Brings us to Evan O'Toole, the center fielder. And O'Toole would not bat. He would finish out the game pitching for the game on Friday night, and this one's going to be hit high into the gap and chasing it down in the glove, and that is out number 2. Great job by Johnson out in right field. He has played in center, but Hill back in the center position. And that is 2 away. Bringing us to Josh Mullaney, the designated hitter. 1 on and 2 outs here in the top of the second. Pitch on the way. And a foul ball down the third base line will get strike 1. For Mullaney, we would not see him. Let me double check. Yeah, Mullaney not in on Friday night, but he has played in the game since, and we'll track down his stats. Here's the first pitch by Frazier to Mullaney, and he'll swing on it for strike 1. Strike 2, sorry. Got a behind on myself. Mullaney, though, against Coeur d'Alene, 2 for 4. With 2 RBIs and a run. He was struck out twice his second and third at bats. Here's the pitch. And that one's across the toes. It gets away from Richardson. It allows Dick to round third. And we'll have Ball 1 to Mulaney. Mulaney would get in against Great Falls yesterday, going 0 for 3. And he would come in for Evan O'Toole late in the game against Butte with a single and a run. Frazier now leaning in. And now the pitch. And a foul ball high down the third base line. The count stays at 1-2. Mulaney settles back in. Carlin Dick at third. Frazier now with the set. And a roller out to Martin. Martin will pick it up in the dirt. The throw to first is on target, and that is the side. So one hit, the first hit of the game, and Dick is left behind. We will go to the bottom of the second right after this, scoreless. You're listening to Mavericks Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the second inning in a scoreless game between the Mavericks and the Vauxhall Jets for the 2019 Memorial Day Tournament Championship. As we have the championship game, and Vauxhall in that game on Wednesday night, they would earn 8 runs in the first 2 innings. Well, the Mavericks have stonewalled them. Frazier playing very well on the mound. Leading off for the Mavericks is Drew Stensrud, 4-5-6 batters with Chase Florendine on the mound. First pitch comes in to a strike. Our plate umpire, Mike Hughes, as this one's rocketed off. Foul for strike 2, 0-2 on the count. Mavericks with an emotional win on Saturday night against Bozeman as we get ball 1 dropped in. Mavericks would get a conference win in 8 innings, walk-off against Bozeman, and that gave them the tiebreaker coming into today with a low ball to even the count out at 2. Stensrud fouls this one back to the top of the netting, and we stay at 2-2. For Stensrud on Wednesday night, he would go 0 for 2. Pitch on the way, and Stensrud punches this one high over shortstop. Shortstop is back, and it's in the glove, and that's 1 away. Brings us to the left fielder, Sam Busey, with nobody on and 1 out. The Buse settling in. Florendine with the pitch outside for ball 1. Busey 0 for 1 against Vauxhall on Friday night as this pitch comes in for ball 1. And the official score is saying ball 2, so 2-0. Busey at the plate with Hill in the on deck. And that one came across the knuckles of Busey for strike one. Sounded like that one almost caught Knuckle, but Hughes says strike. Pitch on the way, and Busey will have a slice at it, fouls back, and we go 2-2 on the count. Here's the pitch, and Busey will slice once again, fouls it off to stay at 2-2. For Busey against Great Falls in the last game, he was 0 for 4, walked his second at bat, struck out his last. Here's the pitch. And a pitch outside gets away for a full count at 3-2.
Come on, Sammy, base runner.
Some of the Maverick A or B players, as this one's going to be sliced on for strike 3, and that's 2 down for the Mavericks. First strikeout of the game for Florentine, as Brendan Hill comes to the plate for the first time tonight against Vauxhall. Hill 0 for 2. He'll swing for strike 1, but Hill was 0 for 2 against Vauxhall on Friday night. This game a rematch from that opening game of the tournament, as a rocket over the first base dugout will get strike 2. For Hill against Great Falls, 1 for 3. Reached off an error his first at bat. This one's going to be into the left fielder's glove, and it's 1-2-3 for the Mavericks here in the second inning. We'll be back with the top of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck, because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park with the Missoula Mavericks taking on the Vauxhall Jets for the 2019 Memorial Day tournament. I hope you are enjoying your Memorial Day and not forgetting to honor those that have fallen and sacrificed so that we could come out and enjoy a baseball game on a Monday afternoon. For the top of the third, it's the bottom of the order, Logan Dominski for the Jets. The Jets with the only hit in the game, but were scoreless. Dane Frazier on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and Frazier brings it in low on the left-handed batter for ball 1. Dominski batting 0-3 against the Mavs. This will bounce out. Martin goes to the ground, but not able to scoop it up, and that will put a runner on with no outs to start the inning. And we'll hold to see if they score that as a hit or an error, and they are going to give it a base hit. So the Jets with 2 hits now, as we swing to the top of the order to Johnny Volcano. 1 on, no outs, and the throw to first Now, Coeur d'Alene would take Vauxhall the full 7 innings as Frazier calls Richardson to the rubber. But Vauxhall would get the win 10-2 over the Lumbermen. And what a fun group those Lumbermen are. They were a lot of fun. The guys, last night we had a 2-hour rain delay, and jumping in and helping out the Osprey staff. It was a complete team effort last night for that rain delay to get the field ready, as the Mavericks, the Lumbermen, and the Osprey staff would bust out the field and get us ready for play. Bunt laid down the first base line, foul, will get us even on the count at 1. Frazier now leans in, and the throw to first on the pickoff. Frazier climbs back up on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound and puts his foot on the rubber, leans in. Richard delivers the pitch, and now the stretch and set by Frazier. And a swing for strike 2, and that was a dirty pitch by Frazier as Volcano had to lean out for it. 1-2 on the count. Volcano struck out his first at bat against Frazier today. Here's the pitch, and we come in for ball 2. For Volcano, we have not seen him since Great Falls yesterday. And the throw to first, a close one, as the Maverick fans groan, thinking that that should have been out number 1. Runner at first, 2-2 count to Volcano. And a smack foul into the bullpen. Johnson's running it down but won't be able to get to it as it dies right in the bullpen. And we'll stay at 2-2 on the count. So Volcano settles back in. Against Great Falls yesterday, Volcano would lead off, go 2 for 4, and we get one in for a full count at 3-2 to Volcano. Volcano 2 for 4 against Great Falls yesterday. He had a pair of runs and a pair of singles in that game. And now the pitch. Runner's going to go on motion. This one's down the first base line, but it will go in the bullpen. And we stay at 3-2. Jake Littner to run the ball out and restock Hughes. So Frazier sets on the rubber. And the pitch. And a walk to put runners at first and second. First walk of the game dealt by Frazier. We come to Dayton Peters. No outs and runners at first and second for the Jets. Peters in right field, and this is where the Jets go to work, folks. They are very good once they get runners on, as Frazier slides over the plate for strike 1. You've got to beat them at the plate in order to beat this team, because once the Jets get runners on, it's a machine as they put them on base one after another. Here's the 0-1 by Frazier. And the throw to second, and Martin getting it just on the last second reach. So we wait for the 0-1 by Frazier. He'll lean in and get the signal from Richardson. And now the stretch and set. And inside for ball one. Kind of interested to see how things will go here as the Mavericks have stretched out their bullpen. Frazier not pitching this weekend. It would be Hengis that would go against Vauxhall as the pitch comes in for ball two, and the Maverick crowd are not happy with the call. So 2-1 on the count. Runners at first and second and no outs. Frazier now spies on the runner at second, and the pitch is outside for ball three. Dominski at second, and I think the motion out of the corner of the eye might have had Frazier think about his pitch. So 3-1 to the right fielder, and that's a walk to load the bases. And Hathaway wants a call on it, and Hughes says he puts his hand up to demonstrate how far he thought the ball was away from the plate. Brings us to Max Grant with loaded bases and no outs. The Mavs looking to turn the double play or the squeeze at home. Frazier now leans in. Grant reached off an error, his first at bat. And a smack, line drive into the glove, a dive, and Martin will turn the double play on the line drive. And that's two away, holding the runners at first and third. Brings us to Shane Campbell, the catcher. And Hathaway is going to come out for a visit. And Littner will bring a few baseballs out. Folks, it's getting to that point of the year where we start hanging out outside, making trips. Whether it's a vacation trip, a quick getaway into the woods, or maybe going to visit the family. Before you head out, the first place you should stop is Fast Trip Conoco, as they have the most convenient gas pumps, the best selection of cold drinks in town. And, you know, if you want to make your car look good, either on the way home or on the way back, stop in and see the Magic Touch Car Wash located right in the parking lot. Fast Trip Conoco on South Reserve across from Larchmont Golf Course, and a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. So we come to Campbell now after the visit from Hathaway as Frazier settles in. 2 outs, scoreless. Runners on the corners for the Jets. Frazier now looks in to get the signal from Richardson. Now the set and stretch. And Frazier will have ball one to Campbell. Campbell would be the final out of the first inning as he would ground out to Martin at second. You can hear a life light. The local emergency helicopter flying over. We've got St. Pat's Hospital across the street from us as Frazier will slide one over the plate to go 1-1 on the count. Mavericks turning the double play off the line drive to Martin, and Martin winning the race to the bag. Here's the throw to first, and diving back in safe is Peters. So we've got Peters at first off the walk and Dominski at third. He would single to start the inning. Here's the 1-1 by Frazier. And it comes inside for ball one. Frazier now. With the pitch. And a roller out to the shortstop, a toss to second, and that's the side. So the Mavericks hold off Vauxhall and leave 2 behind. We go to the bottom of the third, scoreless. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN as we come to the bottom of the third inning in a scoreless game. It is the championship game between the Vauxhall Jets and the Missoula Mavericks. The Jets with 2 hits on the game, but no runs. Chase Florentine on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. For the Mavericks, it's the bottom of the order. 7, 8, 9, Thomas Martin, Caden Heydrich, and Dayton Bay. And we've got several different A-level teams here in the building watching this championship game as Martin settles on for his first at-bat. Here's Florentine. And it's outside for a ball. Martin, as we pull up stats here, Martin would not be in against Vauxhall in the game on Friday night, as it was Dayton Bay playing at second. Here's the 1-1, and it comes in low for ball 2. The pitch, and Martin punches this one high over second. The center fielder will come in, and it's the second baseman that will have the pop fly for out number 1. Brings us to Caden Heydrich with 1 out. And Heydrich would be the DH against Vauxhall on Friday night, going 0 for 2. He's going to blast this one foul for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. And it's inside on Heydrich to make the count 1-1. Here's the pitch, and outside we get ball 2. Heydrich, last seen as we get a delivery over the plate for strike 2, 2-2 on the count. Last time we would see Heydrich would be last night against Coeur d'Alene, and he would go 1 for 3 with a single, reaching off an error and a walk. This one's being bounced out. The second baseman not able to put it in the glove. Neither does the shortstop, and Hydro will reach off of the air. So we go to the bottom of the order with 1 on and 1 out, Dayton Bay. Each team with an error now. Mavericks getting on, and this is the first time they've been on, as Florentine will deliver a ball outside for ball 1. And this is the first time over the tournament that Vauxhall would be held scoreless in the first 3 innings. Here's the pitch. And we get ball 2. So 2-0 on the count to Bay. And when Bay has reached this weekend, he has been a source of interest for the pitchers as they've been trying to stick Bay on the base that he's on. Doesn't matter where he's at, first, second, or third. As we get the outside pitch to go 3-0. Nice job by Campbell, the catcher, to keep that in front of him. And earlier today, Vauxhall would actually have Logan Grant come in and score off a triple and then a throwing error, bringing him down the line as we do get strike 1. But Logan Grant would get a triple and then a throwing error would bring him home. On the play, here's the throw to first as Hydro dives in. 3-1 on the count to Bay. And Dayton Bay would go against Vauxhall. And he was 0 on the night, Friday. Here's the 3-1, and we get a walk to put runners at first and second now for the Mavericks. And that'll be the first walk of the game for Florentine. Swings us to the top of the order to the right fielder, Bridger Johnson, with 2 on and 1 out. And with Heydrich at second, he's got some wheels. So if Johnson could put this into play, Hydro could make it. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be outside. Ball's going to get away. Runners will advance to second and third. Throw will not be made by Campbell. And the pitch, a ball to Johnson. Johnson would go with a ground ball to the shortstop, his first at bat to start the game. Mavericks still looking for their first hit of the game. Hydro reaching off the air and Bay being walked. And a swing by Johnson will get a strike 1. 1-1 on the count. And action in the bullpen for the Jets. Here's Florentine. He'll throw to second, and the tag will be made to punch Bay out for out number 2. So Bay will be wiped away. Heydrich stands at third, and there's now 2 outs on the board. Good play by Florentine from the rubber. And a pitch outside will have ball 1. So 1-1 on the count to Johnson. And they're going to say 2 balls. Okay. 2-1. Heydrich at third. And Johnson will swing for strike 2. And the Jet that's in the bullpen just stretching right now. Good crowd here for this championship game as we get the 2-2, and Johnson will dribble this one out to Florentine. He'll have the throw to first, and that will strand Heydrich. So the Mavericks able to get runners on, but Heydrich is left behind. Top of the 4th, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN as we have the top of the 4th inning in a scoreless game between the Vauxhall Jets and the Missoula Mavericks. With Dane Frazier on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound for Vauxhall. It's the 5, 6, 7 batters here in the top of the 4th. Carlin Dick, Jackson Clement, and Evan O'Toole. As Carlin Dick comes to the plate, and Dick would be the first hit of the game for Vauxhall in the 2nd inning, and he would lead the 2nd inning off as he steps in. And the pitch over the plate by Frazier for strike 1 to Dick. And looking at his stats against Coeur d'Alene, he was held 0 for 4. And a check swing inside, and the crowd wanting the strike call, but it goes even at 1. Against Great Falls yesterday, though, Dick was 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs, 3 singles, as Frazier will deal the strike over the plate to go 1-2 on the count. Jackson Clement in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. And a shot high. Martin is back on the fringe behind second. It's in the glove, and that's 1 away. Brings us to Jackson Clement. With nobody on and 1 out. Clement struck out his first at bat. Here's Frazier with the delivery. And this one will be strick hard into center field. Hilla is coming in, and it will be Busey to put it in the glove for out number 2. Great job by Busey to hop on his bike and ride out there to the gap to get the ball. So that's 2 outs with Evan O'Toole at the plate. And a foul ball will get us strike 1. Both teams now able to get some threats on. The Mavericks, though, are held hitless, but they had a runner reach Heydrich off of the error, and Bay walked in the last inning. And outside for Frazier for ball 1 to go 1-1 on the count. And we do have action in the bullpen once again for Vauxhall. Trying to see a number down there as we get the pitch from Frazier. And it's over the plate for strike 2. 1-2 on the count. Using the stretching rubber, the young man down the third base line. Stretching legs. Here's the pitch. And it's upstairs to get us 2-2. Frazier stares in. Richardson gets him the pitch, and now it's delivered. swung on. This is down the third baseline, foul. And we'll stay at 2-2. As our umpire use gives us the count at 2-2. 2 outs, nobody on, pitch on the way, and a swing, and Frazier ends the side with a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the fourth, scoreless. You're listening to Mavericks Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field, Ogren Park for MPSN as we have the championship game between the Vauxhall Jets and the Missoula Mavericks. Scoreless in 3 innings, bottom of the 4th inning as Dane Frazier will lead things off here in the 4th. Frazier, the pitcher for tonight's game. And Hathaway and McTavish having a conversation out on the coach's box as Frazier bangs one foul for strike 1. Here's the 0-1, and Frazier will let it go by for a ball 1. 1-1 on the count. Frazier with a ground ball to Florendine for his first at bat. As this comes in for ball 2. 2-1 on the count to Frazier. And this one comes in low for ball 3. As the young man that was warming up, I missed the number, is done in the bullpen. We might see a change here if action happens. 3-1. And this one's going to be a walk to put Frazier on. So we come to the catcher, Trad Richardson. Richardson settles in. Runner at first and no outs. Here's the pitch to Richardson, and it comes in over the plate for strike 1. Richardson, the most effective batter for the Mavericks so far this season. Frazier, Richardson, and Busey, all 3 on top of the scale. Bunt showing, and we'll get strike 2 by Richardson. And back in the bullpen, warming up, trying to catch a number. It's a number 4. We'll check to make sure if that is correct. Levi Abbott, if I am correct. Here's the pitch. And we get ball 1 to Richardson. Trad, a ground ball to the second baseman for the 3rd out of the inning in the 1st. Frazier steps away from first. And this one is going to come in for ball 2 to even out the count. 2-2. So Florendine getting ahead in the count, and then Frazier being patient will even it out. Florentine with the stretch and set. And this is going to get away. Frazier's going to make his way to second. And we get a full count at 3-2. As Campbell has to chase it down. Mavericks will have a few days off before they head to Hamilton for a non-conference 9-inning game Friday night against the Bitterroot Red Sox. Here's the payoff pitch by Florentine. And that will walk Richardson. So back-to-back walks will put runners up for the Mavericks as Drew Stensrud comes to the plate with no outs. Stensrud looks down the third base line, Hathaway with the sign. Stensrud will settle in. Oh and 2. No runs, 2 hits for Vauxhall, I should say, as Stensrud will lay the bunt down the first base line for strike 1. Stensrud, a pop fly to the shortstop for the first out in the second inning. Got a great crowd here tonight for this championship game. Here's the 0-1 by Florentine. And this one's having to duck out of the way, showing bunt, and it'll be foul for strike 2, and kind of became a defensive move for Stensrud. No outs with runners at first and second. 0-2 on the count to Stensrud. Hathaway with the sign. And Stensrud will settle in to the box. Here's the stretch and set. Bunt showing, and this one will be ball 1. And Carlin Dick, the first baseman, anticipating the bunt. He is 2 strides inside the fringe on the infield as Stensrud settles back in, and Florentine will deliver. Showing bunt, and Florentine will step off the rubber. And Florentine steps off the rubber once again. Carlin Dick way up the first baseman. Probably 3 strides in on the fringe now. And he'll charge up. Bunt laid down, and Dick's going to pick it up. The throw to third is made, but the tag is there on the fielder's choice, and that's 1 away as Frazier will be out on the fielder's choice. Takes us to Sam Busey with 1 out and runners at first and second. So 1 out and runners at first and second as Busey settles in. Busey struck out in the second inning as he'll let it go by for a ball 1. Richardson at second. Stensrud at first. 1 out on the board. Here's the 1-0 by Florentine. And Busey will swing. It has contact, but regardless, it's strike 1. 1-1 on the count.
Sam, need you right here, bud.
So Busey settling in. Busey not in against Coeur d'Alene last night, out of the lineup, as this is delivered over the plate for strike 2. So 1-2 on the count with 1 out and runners at first and second. It's Brendan Hill in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Florentine with the stretch and set. And it's in the dirt for ball 2. 2-2 on the count. Busey settling in. Mavericks looking for their first hit of the game despite having runners on in the last 2 innings. Here's the pitch, and this one is popped foul. And Busey will stay at 2-2. Battling Busey. He's been a standout left fielder for the Mavericks the last 2 seasons. And Florentine will step off the rubber. And settles back in. Here's the stretch and set. And Busey rolls this one down. The third baseman can't get it. That'll allow the runner to reach, and Busey will beat the ball to first. Loaded bases with 1 out for the Mavericks. And that will be, we're going to wait for it, but I believe that's going to be a hit. It is. So the Mavericks get their first hit of the game with Busey reaching at first. And that's going to bring out the pitching coach for Vauxhall as Campbell will join and the whole infield will come in and check in. We do have a pitcher warming up in the bullpen. And if I have the correct vision, it's Levi Abbott as the pitching coach just discussing things here. We work with some really great businesses here on Missoula Prep Sports Network that love our community and the athletes within it. One of those businesses is celebrating an anniversary this year. Tip Coburn and Associates have been practicing law since 1959. That's right, 60 years. Whether it's criminal defense, it doesn't matter, as Tip Coburn and Associates will be able to help you with whatever your needs are. Stop by their website, tcsattorneys.com, and if you have a question, feel free to get a hold of them. Tip Coburn and Associates, proud sponsors of high school sports on MPSN. Brendan Hill at the plate. He'll let the first pitch go by for ball 1. Mavericks with loaded bases and 1 out. Trad Richardson at third. Stensrud at second and Busey at first. Here's Florentine with the delivery, and it's inside as Hill will duck out of the way for ball 2. 2-0 on the count. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, Florentine staring down 68 total pitches, so he's getting some work here. Here's the 2-0, and Hill will reach for a foul ball to get strike 1. For Hill, he would have a fly ball into left field to end the 2nd inning. Florentine with the pitch. And it's outside to go 3-1 on the count. Loaded bases. No place to put Hill at 3-1. It's Thomas Martin in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. And Hill is walked. That will bring Richardson home, and the Mavericks will have the first run of the game off the walk. And that will bring the pitching coach out. We're going to see a change on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound as the young men from the bullpen will jog in before Thomas Martin will have a chance to bat. So we'll step aside as we change pitchers. Mavericks lead 1-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
Do you
you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.fivevalleyAutosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park as we have a change on the mound. Levi Abbott comes in from the bullpen to spell Chase Florendine. So Florendine, 3 1/3 innings, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, no hits by pitches, 1 run off of 1 hit, a total of 71 pitches thrown by Florendine. So we have Thomas Martin now with 1 out. And loaded bases. So Martin will step to the plate.
Number 8, Thomas Martin.
And Martin sets himself in the box. He would have a pop fly to the second baseman to be the first out in the 3rd inning. Loaded bases. Here is the pitch, and it goes outside for ball 1. We've got Busey at second, Stensrud at third, and Hill at first with 1 out. Caden Heydrich in the on-deck circle.
All right, there's your Reese's, buddy.
And a pitch over the plate will even the count out at 1. Crowd continues to build here at the field. We've got players from a variety of teams in the area, as well as some good fans, as this one, Campbell will have to scoop up to get ball 2. 2-1 on the count. Florendine would walk 3 of the 5 batters that he saw on the inning. And this one's hit right at Abbott. It's going to roll into center field. That'll bring him Stensrud. Busey around the corner as the throw is made, and no tag. No, they'll punch Busey out at home for out number 2. But the run scored off of Stensrud, and it's now 2-0 Mavericks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard with runners at first and second. So 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th for the Mavericks as Caden Heydrich comes to the plate. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Abbott, and he'll slide it over the plate for strike 1. And this is the type of championship game you want to see. We're scheduled for 7 innings. Here's the pitch, and over the plate for strike 2. And Abbott coming in a tough spot as he would have loaded bases. A great throw from the center fielder to get it in time for Campbell on the tag. Here's the pitch, and it's high for ball 1, 1-2. to Heydrich. Thomas Martin stands at first, Hill at second. 2 outs on the board. Abbott with the stretch and set. And a check swing. The ball gets away. Runners will advance to second and third, and we're now even on the count at 2 apiece. So second and third now for the Mavericks, with Heydrich facing a 2-2 count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and Heydrich will have a pass ball. They'll throw down the line to first, and that will be the side. The Mavericks with 2 runs with 2 left behind, and it's 2-0 Mavs on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Top of the 5th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Top of the 5th inning. Mavericks lead 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. 2 runs earned in the bottom of the 4th, and we come to the bottom of the order for the Jets. The 8-9 batters, Josh Mullaney and Logan Dominski. Dane Frazier continues his duty on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Frazier with the first pitch of the inning. And it'll be over the plate for the left-handed batter. Strike 1. Mullaney, a ground ball to the second baseman for the final out in the 2nd inning. And Hathaway is going to come out. And this is a jog out for Hathaway. I wonder if he missed a sign or something. He's checking in with both both Richardson and Frazier, and it's a quick conference on the mound as Hathaway will jog back to the dugout. Richardson settles back in, Hughes with his mask back on, and we're ready for action. Frazier now. Gets the pitch from Richardson. Here is the pitch. Now a step off the rubber by Frazier. And the pitch showing bunt, and it'll be ball 1. So 1-1 on the count. Frazier with the set. And over the plate for strike 2. 1-2 on the count. Logan Dominski in the on-deck circle. Leadoff batter for the inning at the plate. Here's the 1-2, and we get ball 2. 2-2 on the count. Frazier with the pitch. And we get ball 3. So 3-2 on the count. Mavericks would love to come away with a win here after the shutout loss on Friday night. Here's a swing and a strikeout to start the inning. Takes us to Logan Dominski. Dominski settling in. Stensrud walks up to put his heels on the fringe over at first, expecting bunt, and this one's going to be dribbled out, picked up by Richardson. The throw to first, and that will be out number 2. It's actually Heydrich at third, and the ground ball will be out number 2. Swings us to the top of the order for the Jets as Johnny Volcano comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. And a shot, line drive into the glove of Martin, and it's 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 5th, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn and Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As we go to the bottom of the 5th inning where the Mavericks lead the Jets 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. In the bottom of the 5th inning, it will be the bottom of the order for the Mavericks to lead things off. Dayton Bay. Levi Abbott in to attempt his first full inning of action against the Mavericks. So Bay will settle in. He was walked, his only at bat on the game. Here's Abbott with the right-handed delivery, and Bay will bounce this one out. Third baseman will come up, the throw to first, and that's one away. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the bottom of the 5th. Takes us to Bridger Johnson, the top of the order for the Mavericks. 1 out. Johnson will settle in. A pair of ground balls for Johnson here in the game, as he'll let the first one ride by for strike 1. Here's the pitch. And a bouncer that will come out to the second baseman. He'll gather it up, looks at the ball. The throw to first is just ahead of Johnson. And that's 2 away now for the Mavericks. So Dane Frazier at the plate for the 3rd time today with 2 outs and nobody on. 7-inning game scheduled here for the championship. We can go ahead and get rid of the thoughts of an 8-run rule, as it's been tight all the way through. And Frazier bangs this one into the bullpen down the first base line for strike 1. And Daners has just been a leader, a silent leader. He's standout player for these Mavericks. Utility. Pitch on the way. And Frazier will slice for strike 2. As we've seen Frazier at 3 different spots this year. 4. He pitches, obviously, tonight. We've seen him at the catcher position, holds down first base, and has spent some time in right field. as this pitch will bounce outside. Good job by Campbell to block it in front of him. And we go to 1-2 on the count. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of 5. Mavericks lead 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And they're going to say strike 3, and that's the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Mavericks. Top of the 6th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. We've got a good one going. Championship game for the 2019 Maverick Memorial Day Tournament. Vauxhall Jets, Missoula Mavericks. Mavericks leading 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Top of the 6th inning. And for the first time on the weekend, as they have been the ones shutting people out all weekend long. It was actually Coeur d'Alene that would earn the first run against Vauxhall earlier today, as we have Dayton Peters at the plate. Dane Frazier on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Peters at the plate for the 3rd time today. Here's Frazier with the delivery, and it's high for ball 1. For Peters, 0 for 2, walked his last at bat. Frazier with 2 walks on the game. He's got 4 strikeouts. And this one slides over the plate for strike 1, so an even count at 1. This would be a huge win for Frazier if he's able to stand tall through all 7 innings. Here's the 1-1. And the ball pitch will get away from Richardson, and we go 2-1 on the count. Peters now settles in, and Frazier will deliver, and a punch up by third. Heydrich searches for it, puts it in the glove, and that's 1 away. So we go to Max Grant, the 3rd baseman. Grant takes a moment to adjust the dirt to his liking. Frazier with the pitch. And that would be a ball. 1-0. Now, Vauxhall would have a home run as the pitch is inside, gets away from Richardson, and we go 2-0 for Frazier. And Hathaway's been out there to check on his pitcher. Here's the 2-0 by Frazier, and we get ball 3. Vauxhall, the only team with any action in its bullpen so far tonight, as they brought Levi Abbott in a couple innings ago. Frazier now delivers the 3-0, and he's in the count now with strike 1. Here's the pitch by Frazier. And we get a walk with 1 out. Gives us Shane Campbell, the catcher, with 1 out and 1 on for Vauxhall. And Vauxhall so good at taking advantage of mistakes. Mavericks doing a good job tonight with only 1 error. Once they get 1 on, though, look for the move. Frazier spies the runner at first and now delivers the pitch. High for ball 1. And here comes Hathaway for a visit out to Frazier. For the Mavericks, the visit. If you're looking to upgrade your ride, folks, well, you should stop by our friends at 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. Whether it's their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto, proud sponsors of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. So we get ready for Campbell after the visit, and a high pitch for ball 2. And I'm not sure who Hathaway would put out there to spell Frazier, as this one's over the plate to get him into the count at 2-1. 1 out on the board with a runner at first off the walk. That's Max Grant. Here's the pitch by Frazier, and it's going to be rolled down. Heydrich will have the throw to second on the fielder's choice. Down the line to first, and Stenser's got to step off the bag. But 1 away to make it 2 outs. The leadoff runner gone off the fielder's choice. Brings us to Carlin Dick with 2 outs and a runner at first. Stensrud, great play by Hydro and the second baseman, but the throw down the line to first, just a slight bit off target, forcing Stensrud off the bag. So Dick will settle in, and he's 1 for 2. Singled his first at bat. And Frazier slides it over the plate for strike 1. A pop out to the second baseman in the 4th inning for the first out. So that's his 1 for 2. Frazier now stands in. Here's the 0-1. Runner's going to go. This one's fouled off to get strike 2. So Carlin Dick will settle in with an 0-2 count. Frazier spies over his shoulder and now delivers the pitch. This one's foul, long down the third base line as it lands in the grassy area for general seating to keep us at 0-2. The runner at first steps away in Campbell. Frazier with the stretch and set. And a roller foul. Stensrud will pick it up on the run, and that will keep us at 0-2 on the count. Jake Lintner coming out to restock. Our plate umpire, Hughes. It's Hughes at the plate and Badeau in the field. Here's the pitch and a roller. It's going to get past Frazier into center field, and the runner will stay at second. And that will be a hit for the Jets. Takes us to Jackson Clement. Clement with 2 outs and 2 on. Clement settles in. Runners at first and second and 2 outs. Frazier leans in to get the pitch. Steps off the rubber. Now Frazier spies the runner at second, the stretch and set, and the pitch. And it's outside for ball one. Frazier now taking a moment to gather. Gets the pitch and the stretch and set. Foul ball keeps us at 1-2 as it's high and into the parking lot over the third base line. Carlin Dick at first. Shane Campbell at second, and this is inside to go 2-2. Good job by Richardson to get a glove on that ball before it got away, and those are the types of things that Vauxhall jumps on. Here's the 2-2. And a roller up the middle. They're going to wave around the runner from second as Hill will pick it up. The runner at second will hold, and Vauxhall on the board. Off the single, up the middle. And it's Carlin Dick with the score. And that brings us Evan O'Toole with 2 outs and 2 on. The pitch. And a punch into center field. Hill gathers it up, and it goes in the glove, and that's the side. 1 run earned, 2 left behind, and the Mavericks hold on 2-1. Bottom of the 6th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN as we drop to the bottom of the 6th inning in a 1-run game. The Jets on the board for the first time tonight in the top of the 6th to make it 2-1. We've got the 2019 Memorial Day Championship Tournament game going on right now. Championship game for the tournament. And in the bottom of the 6th, it's the 3-4-5 batters, Richardson, Stensrud, and Busey for the Mavericks. Levi Abbott on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound for the Jets. They are a perfect 4-0 on the tournament, as they have only allowed, let's double check it, only allowed 1 run in the tournament coming into this game. So Richardson stands at the plate for his first at-bat in the inning. He's 0 for 2, walked his last at-bat as a pitch comes across for strike 1 to Richardson. Richardson with a ground ball to the second baseman, his first at-bat. His walk in the 4th would get him around as this comes over the plate for strike 2. But Richardson's walk in the 4th inning would bring him around to earn the first run of the game for either side. And Richardson would come in with loaded bases and a walk to Hill as we get ball one, 1-2. One and two. And we get ball two. Richardson, a patient batter for the Mavericks.
You be the guy. Let's go.
Stensrud in the on-deck circle. Pitch on the way, and this one's going to tag Richardson in the helmet. It'll take the helmet off. And that's a hit by pitch to load a runner on, and our field umpire, Badeau, will check on him. So 1 on off the hit by pitch, and I'm double checking here. That's the first hit by pitch of the game for Vauxhall, as Levi Abbott sets for Drew Stensrud. Stensrud showing bunt, a high pitch, and we'll get ball one. Stensrud would reach off of a fielder's choice in the 4th inning. He would earn the 2nd run of the game for the Mavericks. Otherwise, he was a pop fly to the shortstop his first at-bat. And this one's between the legs of Campbell, and Richardson will jog down the line to second as we get ball two. And Campbell not happy with letting that ball go. As Stensrud looks down the third base line. Mavericks wanting to get a little cushion here in the 6th before they go to the top of the 7th. For the tournament play, we are scheduled for 7 innings, as Abbott will pitch. And a roller. Stensrud with the bunt. The throw to first will be made, and that's out number 1. As Richardson makes his way to third, the sack bunt doing its job. With 1 out, we come to Sam Busey and Richardson at third. And that will bring out the pitching coach as the infield will come in and check things out. And I know it's getting nice out, folks, but the best place to get your workout is at Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana with 6 locations throughout the state. You can get your fuel on when you're on the go. Check them out online at www.clubfitness.com for a location near you and get started today. Fuel Fitness, a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana. And we continue with the conference on the mound. Infield will break, and we'll have Sam Busey at the plate with 1 out and Richardson at third. Richardson reaching off a hit by pitch. A wild pitch would bring him around to second, and Stensrud laying down a bunt would advance him to third. So Busey settles in 1 for 2. And everybody coming in on the infield thinking bunt. And Busey will foul it off into the backstop for a strike 1. We've got Brendan Hill in the on-deck circle. The infield still expecting the bunt as everybody's in. The first and third basemen are a couple of steps in, strides inside, the short and second. And Busey will let it come in for strike 2. And now first and third will back off to the edge of the fringe in joining in with short and second. 0-2 on the count. Here's the pitch by Abbott, and Busey will swing to be struck out for the second out of the inning. And that will be the second strikeout of the game for Abbott, as Brendan Hill will come to the plate with Richardson at third and 2 outs. Levi Abbott with the stretch and set. And Hill will cut for strike one. And a pitcher up in the Maverick bullpen now. I want to say that's Stuart Long. We'll wait for him to turn around as we get strike two to Hill, and I think that's actually Drew Stensrud warming up in the bullpen for the Mavericks. Richardson at third with 2 outs. Here's Abbott with the 0-2. And we go outside for ball one. 1-2 on the count. A 1-run game here in the bottom of the 6th. Abbott now with the stretch. And Hill pops it foul to stay alive at 1-2. And it is Drew Stensrud done in the bullpen. So we'll see how things work out. I imagine Hathaway will let Frazier continue, as that one's across the lips of Hill for ball 2. Thomas Martin in the on-deck circle with 2 outs and Richardson at third. Here's the pitch. And we get a full count at 3-2 for Hill. Hill walked his last at-bat in the 4th. He would be the last batter that Chase Florentine would face. Here's Abbott now with the stretch and set. And Hill will roll this one out. Second baseman has it in the glove. The throw to first is high. The bag is stuck, and that's the side. So 1 left behind. We go to the top of the 7th in a 1-run game. Back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park. Championship game for the 2019 Maverick Memorial Day Tournament, and it's only fitting. We're coming down to the top of the 7th inning. Vauxhall Jets down 1 run to the Missoula Mavericks, 2-1. Dane Frazier continues his duty on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. We did see Drew Stensrud, the first baseman, warming up in the bullpen. For the Jets, it's the bottom of the order, Josh Mullaney, to lead the inning off. So the 8-9 batters scheduled: Mullaney, Dominski, and then we swing to the top of the order to Volcano. Frazier now, ready for the first pitch of the inning. And he'll put it over the plate for strike 1. And the win on Wednesday night on Saturday night against Bozeman was a huge confidence booster for this Mavericks team. As this one's golfed into center field, Hill will let it bounce in front of him, and there's one on. That brings us to the bottom of the order, Logan Dominski. And here's Richardson to signal the field on where the play is to go. Frazier spies the runner at first, and now the pitch. And outside for ball one. And this is the type of situation where Vauxhall will go to work. The Mavericks, though, have played some great infield defense to hold them off as we go to first for Frazier. Dane Frazier standing tall through 6 innings. 4 strikeouts. And that'll be strike one. 1-1 on the count. And Heydrich expecting a bunt. It shows, and it's fouled down the third base line for strike 2. And some of the crowd trying to get attention of the umpires. They feel that Dominski is not in the box when he bats, and with the paint not there, can't really tell whether he's in or not. Here's the 1-2 by Frazier, and Richardson not able to hold on to it for ball 2. 2-2 on the count. Runner on at first and no outs here in the top of the 7th. Vauxhall looking to get into it here. They earned their first run in the top of the 6th inning, and that's the first time this weekend that Vauxhall has been blanked through 5 innings. Throw back to first, and Stensrud with a good glove. Otherwise, that could have been dangerous. Top of the order in the on-deck circle. Here's Frazier with the 2-2. And a foul ball will keep Dominski alive. Dominski 1 for 2. It is single back in the 3rd inning. And then a ground ball to the third baseman in the 5th. Here's the pitch by Frazier. And showing bunt, struck out. That's 1 down as we swing to the top of the order to Johnny Volcano. Frazier now sets Volcano 0 for 3 on the game. He was walked in the 3rd. As this one gets between the legs of Richardson, that will allow the runner to advance to second. Tying run at second now with 1 out. Mavericks would go 8 innings against Bozeman on Wednesday night. I'm sure they're prepared to do the same here. Frazier now leans in, gets the pitch from Richardson, the stretch and set. And strike pitch to Volcano. 1-1. 1 out and a runner at second now. Hydro at 3rd. Martin at 2nd. And a swing for strike 2. The Maverick fans on the edge of their seat here. Frazier with the set. And a shot into right field. It'll stay fair. Chased down by Johnson. Runners around the corner at 3rd. Volcano will make it to 2nd, and it's tied at 2 here in the top of the 7th off the double by Volcano. And what a time for him to show up in the order. So we go to Dayton Peters with a runner at second, and here comes Hathaway on his way out to the mound, and he'll point to Stensrud. This will be a pitching change for the Mavericks. Tie game at 2. We'll wait for Hathaway to make it to the mound. And the ball given over by Frazier. What a game by Dane Frazier. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll see Drew Stensrud on the mound.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.fivevalleyAutosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN as we have a change on the mound. Drew Stensrud and Dane Frazier will swap spots as Frazier now stands at first base. For Frazier, it would be 6 1/3 innings, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 runs off of 6 hits in 98 pitches. Vauxhall not getting on the board till the 6th. They tie it up here in the 7th. Mavericks with their 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th. And we will have Dayton Peters for Vauxhall with 1 out and a runner at second. And Hathaway pulling Frazier at the right time, even though the game's tied at 2. Mavericks still have a chance in the bottom of the 7th to swing back. Here's Stensrud, first pitch, and he'll deliver outside for ball 1. So the Jets, 2 runs off of 6 hits, 1 error committed, 5 left behind. The Mavericks, 2 runs off of 2 hits, 1 error, and 4 left on. Stensrud now with the pitch. And it's over the plate for strike 1. Drew Stensrud has been a great addition to this Maverick AA team, holding down first base well and coming in, and he's pitched well from the mound as well. Stensrud now with the 1-1. And a foul ball that'll just hop over and land on the concourse to the right of us. And we get strike 2. 1 out on the board. Stensrud looking to shut down any rally here with a tie game to give the Mavericks a chance in the bottom of the 7th. For the Mavericks, it's the bottom of the order, Martin, Heydrich, and Bay. Here's the pitch. And that tags the batter to put runners at first and second with 1 out. And that's the first hit by pitch by the Mavericks on the game. So a good job by Frazier to keep it clean. So Max Grant at the plate with runners at first and second and 2 outs. The Mavericks playing good defense in situations like this in the past. And a slice, it's over the shortstop's head. Runner is going to hold at third. No, they bring him around as the throw is made, and they'll hold up the runner at third now, and Vauxhall will take their first lead of the game. To make it 3-2. So that keeps runners at second and third with 1 out as Richardson checks in with Stensrud. As we come to Shane Campbell. Campbell would be the first run of the game for Vauxhall. And Stensrud delivers high for ball 1. 1-0 on the count. Stensrud with the stretch and set. And the pitch outside for ball 2. The patience of Vauxhall, even though they were blanked through the first 5, they patiently waited for their opportunity. Here's Stensrud with the pitch. And a shot into center field. Hill will go back. It's in the glove. The tag at second and third as the throw is made. Bay will have it at the shortstop position. The run will be earned for the Jets, and now there's 2 outs with a runner at third. Bringing in Peters. Carlin Dick now for Vauxhall, and Levi Abbott back up in the bullpen, warming up before his duty in the bottom of the 7th. This one's ripped into center field. That'll bring the runner home from third, and this is the machine that Vauxhall is. Once they get the opportunity, they will burn you, as they've earned 4 runs here in the top of the 7th inning to make it 5-2 Vauxhall on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and Jackson Clement at the plate. Stensrud with the stretch and set. And a golf swing. Martin dives for it, can't put it in the glove, and that will put the runner on with 2 outs. So runners at first and second now with 2 outs on the board. And we have Evan O'Toole now with 2 outs and runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. And a rip into the gap. This one's chased down by Busey. He'll follow it into the glove, and that's the side. 2 runners left behind, 4 earned, and the Mavericks down 5-2. Bottom of the 7th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field, Ogren Park, as we come to the bottom of the 7th inning. Vauxhall coming up with 4 runs in the bottom, or the top of the 7th inning, to take a 5-2 lead. For the Mavericks to lead off, it's Thomas Martin. 7, 8, 9 batters. It's Levi Abbott on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And Abbott will deliver, and Martin bounces it down the line to the third baseman. The throw to first is made, and the bag is stuck for out number 1. Brings us to the kid, Caden Heydrich, with 1 out and nobody on. Mavericks searching for 3 runs to extend it. And Hydro will slice for strike 1. Dayton Bay stands in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of 7th. It's a 3-run game with Vauxhall swinging back in. This one's going to hit the dirt before it gets to the plate, and that evens us out at 1. Here's the pitch. And inside for ball 2. And I need to add a run here. I apologize, folks. Vauxhall up 5-2, not 4-2. Here's the pitch. And over the plate for strike 2 as Heydrich watches it go by. 2-2 on the count, 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch by Abbott. And Hydro bounces this one out. The first baseman can't get to it. He does, actually. Abbott is there, but the throw is over. That allows Hydro to get to second on the error. So they are going to consider that a hit and an error. As we have Dayton Bay with 1 on and 1 out for the Mavericks. Top of the order in the on-deck circle. Abbott now, foot on the rubber. And the pitch. And Bay fouls it right at Hathaway. Hathaway almost taken out. And he points to Bay and says, "Have that infield, son." Strike 1. Big smile on Hathaway's face. He had to dance out there. He has a conversation with the third baseman, Max Grant, about that situation. Both of them with a smile on their face out there. Here's Abbott with the pitch now, and it'll find the plate for strike 2. Here's the 0-2 by Abbott. And Bay, pass ball. Throw down the line to first, and that's 2 away with Heydrich at second. Brings us to Bridger Johnson, top of the order. Johnson, 0 for 3. A grounder to the short. Grounder to the pitcher, and a grounder to the second baseman in the 5th. So he would be up at the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th inning. And a pitch outside. It's going to get away. Hydro's going to gamble, and he'll get to 3rd just in time. And the pitch thrown was a ball. Good job by Hydro to jump on his bike and get to 3rd. Here's the pitch, and that one is across the front of Johnson. It is not a hit by pitch. And we get 2-0 on the count. 2 outs, as this one's cranked into right field in the glove, and that is game. Vauxhall is your 2019 Memorial Day Tournament champion. 2 hours and 7 minutes for the game, and that is it. Well, it's been quite a weekend, folks, as the Mavericks would stretch out Vauxhall for 7 innings, but it would be a final of 5-2. 5 runs off of 9 hits, 2 errors, and 7 left behind for Vauxhall. 2 runs off of 3 hits, 1 error, and 5 left on base for the Mavericks. So the Mavericks will have a break. They will come back Friday and make a trip to Hamilton for a game against the Bitterroot Red Sox. Well, folks, it's been fun to bring the games to you this weekend. I hope you enjoy and are safe for the rest of your Memorial Day. We'll talk to you on Friday night from Hamilton. Have a good night.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.